Hello everyone, welcome back if you've been here around lately. So first, before we head into today's video talk, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of the new subscribers. Welcome in. Thank you for all the likes and all of the nice comments I got last time on my video, and thank you so much for all of the support you're showing, and thank you for helping me reach actually milestone in my YouTube journey. We've hit 1000 subscribers here, and let me tell you, I did not ever think it would come so far when I started back in 2019, and thank you so much for all of the support and just for being here. Thank you so much. And yeah, soon I will probably be able to apply for partner, but I'm still on the way to meet all the requirements, which the only one that's now missing is the watch time hours on my channel. So I would just very kindly tell you that if you do let my videos run in your background, that will help me a lot with my watch hour time on my videos, and then it will bring me closer to the moment where I can apply for a partner here on YouTube, and that would mean a lot to me. And yeah, thank you so much. And every time you like my videos, it helps get them recommended to other people too on YouTube, so that also helps a lot. So thank you for everything. And to talk about today's build, I'm so sorry, this is like an hour and 11 minutes of a speed build. I haven't done this in like, I would say ages, but that's a lie. I haven't done this in very many videos now on my channel that it's so long. And so for today's video, my only explanation for this is that it took me 10 hours. This build took me 10 hours, you guys. I kid you not, it took me 10 hours. And you would think, oh my god, 10 hours, what? But yeah, I did go with all of the builds. I did not limit myself with any of the packs, sorry. I did go freely with all of the packs, and so yeah, it was then a bit of a hard journey in this build, because there are so many packs in this game at this moment, and we know that. And when you want to build with personality in your builds, like you want to put a backstory to those builds, then it's gonna take some time for you to put all that clutter, to think of a possible backstory, and just try to show it in your build, and so yeah, I tried that, and yeah, 10 hours 10 hours of a speed build, of a build, but yeah, you only get to see 1 hour only. I'm sorry, no 10 hours, joking. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for still being here. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, today's build is actually 5 builds on a single lot. And today we are building in Henford on Bagley, the world that came with cottage living, and I have decided to make 5 houses on a lot inspired by like English houses. Actually, I searched on Pinterest English houses, and yeah, I took some inspiration, and I was like, at first I wanted to build only 3 houses on this lot, but then I realized if I only build 3 houses, then the houses will end up being too wide. And we don't want wide houses when we go with English houses. If you picture those English houses in like more like towns and so, where they are like cramped together next to each other, and they are not so wide, they are more like narrow. So then I decided, but if I go with 4 houses, then it's not gonna be symmetrical on this lot. And then I said, okay, fine, I'm going with 5 houses on this lot, and that was interesting decision, and I do like the end result a lot actually. Each house has a backyard, and each backyard has its own personality story, whatever, and each house has also that. And so to sum it up, we have the middle house, which will be the house of the landlord. Then we have the side houses, the 2 side houses. They are more of like modernized houses. They've been recently, I wanted to say, renovated, and now they have this modern vibe to it, a nice modern roof and some solar panels on the roof, and yeah, they are modernized and they are ready for someone to move in. And so one of the houses is actually empty. It only has a kitchen and a bathroom inside, and it's ready for you to move any Sims you want to move in there. And the other one at the other far side has a couples inside living that are expecting a baby, so there is also a nursery in there. Then we have the side houses, like the middle houses, let's say. One of them is for an elderly couple, and the other one is for a small family of 5 Sims. So I would like to say each house has more or less of a story behind it, and so I'm looking forward to get to that. But for now, I just want to say that I really like this build, and just don't be scared when you will see how many packs have been used in there, because I'm pretty sure maybe I used all of the packs I have in my game, and that's a lot of packs. So yeah, about that, you know, I did this poll on my YouTube channel because I was having for a long time on my channel this fever. I call it like limited pack fever, and I was only building with mostly base game for my save file or just 1 pack or so. And then I was thinking, you know what, I did this poll and I wanted to see what your answers would be on the poll, and actually more packs were also requested in that poll, and I was like, okay, sure. And I discovered it's so much more fun to build with more packs. I mean, not so much more fun for me, it's just stressful because there are so many packs and you really have to get, like, you need to get like take your time with looking through all those items, build them by items. And so what I want to say with it is that when you build with all of the packs, you can make it even more realistic to build, give it more personality than it already has, and just go more in depth. Let's just put it like that, you can just go more in depth. And me personally, I like that, but I had a period of time where I didn't really feel like doing that, and I didn't feel like going more in depth and do all those small details and so, and yeah. But for today's build we do that, and so for today's build, yeah, it's a lot, you know. But I just want to say I spent an obnoxious amount of time taking the screenshots and playtesting this build. This entire build, like all of the houses, I playtested them and they seem to be good. And you can be worry free, you know, you can put your Sims in there. But one thing I do want to talk about is that I do go for this lot on the gallery as a residential lot. It's not the residential rental lot, so when you download this it will be only flagged as a residential, and you can switch it to residential rental. But in case you don't know, didn't hear, or maybe you do know, maybe you experienced it yourself, there is like a huge lag, and like there are issues happening when you go on a lot that has residential rental units. It just kind of breaks your game, you know. And it happened to me too, and I did not believe it before. I was like, maybe it's like a computer issue, you know. But I want to say I do have a very good computer, and I never experienced lag in my game. And then there was this one time I wanted to go into this build to build it. I put it as a residential rental lot, flagged as, and then I noticed the lag. I was putting an object down, it took like a second or so for the object to actually appear there. And I was like, what is happening? This lag is like unreal, and I'm not used to that. I don't like that. I hate it. I was like, what's happening? And then I was like, you know what? I heard this in the videos. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's the residential rental lot. And then I was like, oh shoot, it is actually. And I was like, okay, then we switch it to residential. And I did see creators out there talking about it, and there is this creator on YouTube that I really enjoy watching videos. You probably know her. It's Jessica Pie. And I watched, and she always talks about how she will just save it as a residential and just post it as a residential because of those issues, and so because they break the games of people. And so yeah, therefore this is just a residential, but you can switch it and assign Sims to the houses. And so yeah, these houses are very specific today. There's just one that's not big. The far right house on the side is just an empty house ready to move in for 2 Sims. It's more of a realistic kind of experience. You just get 2 Sims, you move them in there. It already has a kitchen in there and a bathroom, furnished. And so all you have to do is furnish the rest of the house, and then it's such a realistic feeling, you know, to move your Sims in there and furnish it from scratch. It already has wallpaper, floor, the kitchen and everything, but it's so nice. And also it has a pool in the backyard, on the back porch, and so also a balcony. Those two modern houses at the sides have both balconies and back porches. Porches, that sounds a bit weird, but you know what I mean. And in here I just decided to just put this floor plan screenshot for you guys, so you can just stop the video right here. There will be both floors and with text, so you kind of have a feeling of what the floor plan is, because I had to remove it from the speed build because it took me so much. And so yeah, we have 5 houses, as I said, with a lot of rooms. There is this one house that has ended up having 3 bathrooms. Yeah, about that. About bathrooms, guys. I did forget when I was already half in the build or so. I forgot I did not go with laundry machines, so I'm sorry about that. But I'm so used to build with limited packs that do not include laundry day stuff pack, and then I forgot, and I was like, it's too late, I don't want to go back and put those laundry machines in the builds. And so you can do it if you want in your game, but I did not. And so yeah, it would have been more realistic to do, but yeah, as I said, I forgot, it was too late. And so yeah, I decided to put those 2 screenshots so you can just stop the video and just have a look at yourself at the build and see what the floor plan is about. And yeah, I do hope that's helpful for you, because if you do like that, I can do that in the future in my videos. Whenever I remove the floor plan out of a build, I will just put a screenshot and some text on it, and you can pause your video and just have a look at it if you want more in detail. I do like that when I saw it at some creators ages ago, and I think it's so nice to just be able to pause the video and have a look at this floor plan. I enjoy looking at floor plans, you know, from like that nice screenshot from above, and you look, oh yeah, okay, this is nice, you know. But yeah, so for the first house here at the far left side of this lot, when you look from the front, we have the first house, which is a modern house. As I said, it's one of the renovated houses, and it is already occupied by a couple of 2 Sims, and also they are expecting a baby. There is a nursery up, and I have decided to go with a lot of black and white vibes on the floor and the kitchen counters. And so also I have decided to use a lot of Dream Home Decorator, Dream Home Decorator, I think that was the name, game pack, yes, because it's very modern and I can go with just those swatches, you know what I mean. What is said about it is that when I started this build, I luckily finished the exterior and floor plan before the new update came. You know, we have every time a pack comes out, we have a free update before it. So we had this update that obviously broke again the mods, and therefore the 2 mod wasn't available to me anymore when I got to furnishing. So it was a bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie, for the build, because I miss it, and I was like, oh, there were some areas where I was completely frustrated. Not completely frustrated, but I was a bit annoyed, you know, because I couldn't use my tool mod for those items to place them. And then I was like, oh my god. But I'm very happy actually, and lucky to have finished the build before I updated my game, like the exterior. And so yeah, so for the first house, as I said, I do not have a too much in-depth story, but I'm just thinking that this couple had a good budget when they moved into this house and furnished it, and now they're ready to expect their baby, which I decorated the room in a lot of blue, the nursery. So it's up to you, you can always decide, or you can even just scrap it and just build something else like an office in there or so. But yeah, that was my idea, and I did not have many ideas on what they do, but I was thinking maybe they do work in IT or so. They do not probably work from at home because the desk they have in the bedroom is so small. And yeah, and they had a good budget when they moved in, and they decided to also go, when it comes to decorating, with more of a cozy vibe. It's so weird when you talk about something that doesn't exist, you know, those Sims don't exist in my game, but yeah, that's just in my head, my fiction. but I have decided that they do like to have a bit more of a cozy space. So you see when we get to the dining area, living room, that they are actually more of a like, they put a lot of stuff on the walls and they like colors in their home, and so you'll see. But what I do want to say is that sadly I did not fit a big dining room table because the space is so small. So you have still a table with 2 seats, but when the baby grows up you will need a toddler chair and eventually a chair when it's a child. But you'll see about that in your game if you do decide to have this build. And talking about that, if you do decide that you want this build or you wish to have it, there will be a Patreon download link down in the description. As always, you know that. You just need to click there, go download the build and have it in your game. Or you can go on the gallery and search my build by the name, by the EAID, which is Simmer_Adelina, no caps, no nothing, just Simmer_Adelina, and you can find my builds. Or you can search it by the hashtag in the gallery, Simmer_Adelina, just that hashtag. I do put it in my builds. Maybe it's easier for some people to search it just by the hashtag, but yeah. Or you can just follow me on the gallery and then you can see my builds. I mean, I don't know how that works so good, but I'm pretty sure when you follow someone, then you can go to the creators you're following from your profile and then you can find it easier. But up to you guys. And I do hope that you like the build and that it's not breaking your game because it's so cluttered. And yeah, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so as I said with the living room, I really wanted to go with more of a cozy vibe, but still keep it modern kinda, if you get what I mean. So, you know, do you see this actually side table that's more of a neutral, very modern side table, or like, yeah, it's a kind of a side table actually. This actually, I have it from the Desert Lux kit, and I remember a few years back that they gave it for free to everyone and you had to take it, and if you didn't take it back then, well, no chance of you having it anymore, I'm pretty sure. And so yeah, it was from that pack, and I did end up using this couch, this armchair, also the dining chairs from the expansion pack Love Struck, because it's such a nice pack. It has modern but still, I don't know, classy, elegant vibes to it, and it's so beautiful, so luxurious kind of looking, but in a nice way, not the ugly way. And so yeah, I like it. And so I have decided to do that. And also for the back porch here in this house, I have decided eventually that I'm not gonna put a pool at this house, but at the other house, the one that's empty and ready to move in for any of your sims, that one has a small pool on the back porch, and I do hope you like that. But yeah, for this build I have decided to not go with that. And I have used those windows and doors we got from the base game update weeks ago. The new base game windows and doors that look so beautiful and modern. I love them, and I have decided to go with that in here. And yeah, I did like this build. But just so you know, I don't know if you do know actually, but do you know Dream Home Decorator pack, like game pack? And it came with this really beautiful built-in oven you can just snap onto the counters, and also that top stove that you can also snap onto the counters. Well, in theory, when this pack came, you are actually not able to put them on top of each other. That's not a thing, which is so weird. Like, why? Where in real life you see them separate? I mean, obviously in some cases, but it's universal that they go on top of each other, even if the oven is built in the counter. It's like so weird to not be able to put them together. And so there is this trick you need to do. You always need to place the oven first in the counter and then the cooktop on top of the counter. So first the oven, then the cooktop, and then it will be playable in game. Because I got it wrong in here in build mode, and then when I was playtesting, I went ahead and I tried it the other way, and I was like, okay, it's that way. Because I always forget it, but then I always remember that there was those videos on the internet explaining to you how to do it. And so it's first the oven and then the cooktop, and you're good to go. And obviously bb.moveobjects on, you know. But yeah, so I could say that for sure I miss my tool mode and my better build and buy in this build, because I had to manually input all the cheats I'm using every time I start building. And let me tell you, I do know them. like from the back of my mind, because I used to use them a lot back in the day. But yeah, it was annoying and I had to go around and input them again, and I was like, oh my god, I miss my better build and buy and my tool mod, you know, I miss those. But yeah, it's fine, it's not the end of the world and we've made it, you know. And so I just want to say, I do have some inspiration for the next build, and I'm really looking forward to build, you know. As I said in my previous video, in the lot that I did previously, it was a lot for businesses and hobbies upcoming expansion pack, and so I said that I'm not sure that I'm gonna get it, but we'll see about that. But yeah, as I said, we'll see. But I do have some ideas that I can build for the pack again with something, and I'm really looking forward for you to see it. And it will be a public lot, probably a business kind of type of lot. But yeah, and also from what I heard today, because today is Saturday 1st of March, and I've been watching some YouTube videos, and a bunch of creators, they got I think all of the EA Creator Network persons got the early access to the pack, and I did see videos on it. I did see like reviews of from the build and buy catalogs and so, and there were persons that were explaining actually that you can only run one business at a time on a lot. Obviously you can build for two businesses, but when you do decide to open this business, you can only have one at a time opened. So basically, if you have a tattoo workshop store and let's say coffee shop, you can only open one at a time. When you close the tattoo shop, then you can open the coffee shop and the other way around, which is a bit annoying, but someone said they do understand it why, because your Sims would be confused and end up going in different places and so on. That is true, I would say, yeah, but still, I was a bit sad. I was like, oh my god, imagine being here, you have those businesses and you can only open one at a time. Like, oh my god, I would go insane, like really insane. And imagine then, if you build already 3 businesses, different builds on a lot, then you need to have them being owned by the same household. So basically you only one household member at a time will open one business, you know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is definitely weird and sad a bit, but it's fine. And so therefore, for the next build that I have in mind, it will be only one business on a lot, and I'm still thinking of the residential aspect on that build, but yeah, we'll see. And so here we have the nursery, guys. You saw the bedroom, I talked through it. It was pretty much a simple bedroom with a desk in there, and so I really liked the bed that I used there. It was from Growing Together expansion pack. Growing Together is a really nice, interesting pack that came with multiple style of build and buy items, and I really like to use it in my builds. It's really nice. And so in here we have the nursery, and I think I forgot to check if your Sims can go on the balcony, but I think they shouldn't have any problem to go on the balcony. And so yeah, I hope you do like this build, you know. What, that does sound like such a fake laugh. What what happened, guys? I'm just like, oh my god, I'm talking for so long already and I'm feeling I'm going a bit insane. I'm not used to that anymore, and so yeah, you know, it happens. But yeah, as I said, this nursery gave me problems because, as you see, I went with way too much white in this nursery. And you know, when you have a baby, it's okay, you can make it as nice as you want. The baby's not gonna walk or splash colors or paint or whatever color on the walls, you know. But when they are toddlers, that's gonna be a bit what would you say, challenging, you know, because they start figuring out, oh my god, I have crayons, I can paint on the walls, I can draw on the walls, oh my god. And there's so much white in this room. The wallpaper is so light colored. Then we have the dresser from Growing Together, and oh my god, let's talk about the carpet. The carpet is so beautiful, but oh my god, it's so bright colored. It just makes me think, oh my god, it's gonna get dirty so easily. That comes from me growing up, that my mom was always like, yeah, go for the dark colors, you don't need light colors, you can see easily the dirt and they get stained very easily. And I was like, okay. But yeah, And for the balcony of these Sims, I decided to give them a hot tub. You know, they are young, they will see soon. Maybe they will give up on it when they want to create their own like space there away from everything, but we'll see. In theory, they really enjoyed the bathtub. It's fictional again from my head. Guys, I know what they told me, you know, they enjoy it. They want to have the relaxing time at sunset when the sun is hitting their balcony, as you see right now. They just sit there, relax and all that. And for the back porch, I did go with just a playmat and a yoga place and a really small barbecue area for the couple, and also some lounge chairs that are from Dream Home Decorator pack. As I said, I used it a lot. And yeah, that's actually the back porch. It's nothing actually so special about it, and you can definitely put different skill items there if you would like, but I did decide to go with this. It's a bit realistic, more or less, and yeah, I really like it. And as for this build, I did not I think if you have residential rental, I'm not sure, I remember, correct me, but you do need to have water heater on each of the residential part, and also the electricity box, but we'll see. Anyways, now we have moved to our second home, you guys, and our second home is for an elderly couple, and here you go. I'm gonna just tell you what about. First of all, you notice they are crazy with the color red. They are just crazy. I more or so think that the woman is always the women are more excited and more crazy about something, and then they make their husbands redecorate and do this color everywhere, you know. And I picture that this is maybe the case of this couple, and they've been married for many years. They had children, the children move out, they now have grandchildren probably, and they did decide that upstairs they will reshape the upstairs floor plan for themselves. That's why they have 2 bedrooms upstairs and, you know, only 1 bedroom. But yeah, so for downstairs I decided to go with a bunch of paranormal stuff pack living room. I think it's mainly paranormal stuff pack only, this living room. It has though a few items that are not from the stuff pack, but mainly it is paranormal stuff pack, and lots of dark cozy vibes, a lot of red on the windows, on the doors, that I used also from Strangerville game pack. And yeah, red, they love red. And the kitchen is just killing your eyes. When you move to the kitchen, you will see, you will get hit with the floor, the tiles that are like with patterns on them, then also the wallpaper, you know, everything goes in your eyes like, oh my god, this is so much. But they love it, you know, they like it. As you see the living room, it's so cozy and so nice. I love it, I just love it. And that couch from Growing Together went perfectly fine in there. The 3-seat couch, it's just so perfect. I love that couch, one of my favorites. And so yeah, and as a hobby, I was thinking that they both got, when they got in their, like, you know, retirement years, they got really more interested and more in depth about the medium skill that you have with paranormal stuff pack, where you have this seance, I don't know how you pronounce it, table, where there is this orb on the table and you can talk to the spirits, and you can bring spirits there at the table and talk to them. And they really got into this thing and they love it. And they made this like special room upstairs. Special, it's a separated room, and this area is made only for that. And they actually have people over probably, and they do those readings, and they just want to connect with the spirit world, and they just want to talk to lost ones, maybe lost members from other people. They just help people, and they are really much into that. But also on the side, they are retired, they have all the time indoor. They do like actually gardening, and they do have in the backyard a gardening area. Like they have some planters, and when I play tested this build, I actually put plants in there. I planted flowers only, and they also have a flower arrangement table there from Seasons expansion pack. And so yeah, they do like to make flower arrangements in there. You can switch it, you can put vegetables or so, whatever you want, but I only put flowers. And so yeah, they do have that in there. And also this medium skill or interest they have. And so yeah, that's basically their everyday life. And I have decided I'm gonna give them also a cat. Not too much that I gave, it was only a tree house, a cat house for the cat obviously, and a cat feeder, and also this scratch toy that's the shape of like a branch, a tree branch, you know. And so yeah, they do have also a cat. I was picturing it, but in the other households I did not go with pets because the spaces are so small, and I also keep forgetting, as I said with the laundry day stuff pack, I forget to use it because I'm so used to use a limited amount of packs, and then yeah, I forget. But I did remind myself, and I was like, I need to give them a pet, and so there will be a cat, you know. But yeah, another thing that really bugs me is that railway of the staircase. It just pisses me. It's like you can see it through the wall. It's so bugged and annoying. I'm like, why? It's so annoying. I wish they would fix that because it's so annoying that you see it through the wall like that. That line, that ugly line. Oh. But yeah, anyways, for the kitchen, I did end up going with a lot of colors. As you can see, the counters are blue. The wallpaper, it's with flowers, with blue, green. Then you have the floor, it's with yellow, orange, whatever. And it's like so crazy. It's like a splash of like colors in there when you go. But they do enjoy it. They really love it. That's their old kitchen. They love it. They take care of it, and yeah. And this is the only household that I did manage actually to put a water heater inside, and I put it there because it takes all that space. It's annoying that the water heater takes like I think 3 tiles or 2 tiles, I don't remember, but it's really big and it needs space for your Sims to go there in case it goes, you know, like broken. They need to go repair it. But yeah, this is the only household I managed to put that into, and I think it fits perfectly in there. It looks so old. This kitchen is full of colors, clutter, and then on the other hand you have this exposed water heater. It looks so nice. I don't know if you know what I mean, but maybe you think I'm crazy, but I just love it. And so I did skip the bathrooms. There are 3 bathrooms in this household, actually 3 bathrooms, you guys, because as I said, upstairs there were supposed to be 2 bedrooms, but as I said, their kids moved out, you know, and now they just renovated upstairs and redid the floor plan. And so yeah, I was thinking that actually when you want, for the purpose of the storytelling, you can say that this house is not like rented. They don't live here as in rented, but they bought it. But still, in the gameplay aspect, if you do it residential rental, they will pay rent. But I was thinking in like theory, it's bought, and that's why they did those renovations, because they are allowed to. And so yeah, just imagine nowadays to buy, this is a decent shaped, like decent sized house, but to buy such a house nowadays with like 2 floors, ground floor, first floor, or 2 floors, whatever you call it, it's crazy. You cannot possibly afford it. Like, you need to probably borrow money, and maybe you do have that much savings, but still, is it worth to pay it on such a small house? It's like, oh my god, it's crazy. I mean, on such a house like this one in the game right now, it's worth, because it's very spacious and it has even a backyard. But to be honest, for in real life, it's just crazy. It's so surreal, you guys. Today's financial status, like economic status, it's just crazy and sad, and that's it. It's just sad. But yeah, that's why we have Sims and we have imagination, you know. We can just go here and create whatever we want and afford it and create stories for it, and just go purely with fiction stories, whatever, you know. It's nice. That's why I like Sims so much, and I think it's great for me as a hobby. It's the only thing I can keep coming back to as a hobby. And so yeah, but yeah, here we have this bedroom, and we use this bed, oh my god. We use this bed from Cats and Dogs, I'm pretty sure, and the wallpaper is from Paranormal Stuff Pack, the one with flowers. I love it. That red is not even a red. I would say it's more of a, if you know the exact color how it's called, let me know, but it's kind of a dark pink going into cherry kind of red, whatever. I cannot explain it, but yeah, it's that kind of a color, and it's so beautiful. And and there is the scenes table there, and this painting from Love and Death expansion pack. I love it. It made me think in this thing that there is something after death, you know, that they believe in something. And so yeah, this painting just represents it. Maybe it's like a gateway to pass into that other world they believe in. And so, and I really like this. And so yeah, as I said, I skipped the bathrooms, nothing too wow. There are just bathtubs and toilets and whatever. I play tested all of them and it's always good. And yeah, you know what bugged me? I noticed, but it was too late. When I was building in the first house where they have the couple with the baby, the modern house that we had already, I was thinking I forgot to put a bathtub. You will need that to like give a bath to your toddler, but I did not put it. And I do hope that you manage to use and put one. I think you should be able to. It's not hard. You just have to delete the shower and go for a bathtub. But yeah, I did forget. And when I remembered, I was like, I don't want to go back in and change it. Lazy. And you know, yeah, that's it. But in the other builds, we have bathtub and showers, so it's fine. But just in that one, there is none. And so also when I was playtesting, I decided to play around and check actually for something. And you know, when you see those nice room screenshots on the internet where people take screenshots of only a cropped, nicely edited, like cropped image of a room. It's basically just a room, and they are so cute and so nice cluttered and they feel almost real. Yeah. And there we see those bathtubs that have the half wall built around them. Well, people said yes, it's playable, and I saw videos where it shows that it's playable, and I wanted to try it myself also. And I tried it, and yeah, it is playable. You put the half wall to the height of the bathtub, and then your sim can still go over it and go in the bathtub. What curiosity I had was this one screenshot I saw, and the person also put a shower. We have currently only 2 shower heads, shower shapes, I don't know how to call them, only from Discovery University and Lovestruck, and the person put it at the end of the bathtub, and it looks like it's a bathtub with a shower. But I tried that in my game. I really was curious to see if it's playable, because nobody, the person said in the comments of the room they don't know if it is the shower. And I did try it in my game, but it's not, sadly. It's only the half wall that works around the bathtub, but if you put also a shower at the bathtub, it won't work. It's just not playable, sadly. And so, yeah, it would have been nice to be able to customize the bathtubs with those shower heads we have. It would have been really nice, but not possible. And so, yeah, here we have the garden of the family, like the garden, the backyard of this couple, of this elderly couple. And as I said, they are into flower arrangement skill, and they have a bunch of flowers here. And also I used those nice how would you say it, those plants from the build and buy category from Romantic Garden stuff pack, and I think they are so pretty. And this fountain from Lovestruck, I used it in the middle, and it's so nice. And those vertical planters, they are from Eco Lifestyle, and the square planters, they are from Outdoor Retreat, which is a game pack, and they are so nice. They are so nice, and I'm glad I used all of the packs here so I can use those planters because they are so nice. As I said already 2 times or 3. But yeah, and I have decided to just put some flowers in there when I was playtesting. As I said, when I was playtesting this build, I put flowers there, so there are flowers now in there. And when you move your sims, they already have something to harvest if it's the right season for it, you know. I even put a death flower, I think, in one of the planters, so that's a pretty rare flower in the game. And I think if you have other game pack or other DLC, whatever, you can make something and bring someone back to life. One of your sims that died, maybe you can bring them back or something with some special, if you make a special drink or so for the Grim Reaper. I don't know, just watch YouTubes on that. I saw also in YouTube videos or so, but I do not know much about it. I don't do gameplay, but yeah. And that was my chair, and I have decided to just put one of those 2, and maybe we'll see. But yeah, now to continue, we have moved to the middle house, which the middle house, as I said, is a house for landlord, for the landlord of this lot. And here comes a much more sadder story than the others. This landlord, I picture him as an really nice but lonely sim. And I would say that when he was young, he got married, and they were so happy. They were living together, everything, you know. And then his wife sadly passed away, and since then he never remarried. He decided to not marry because he was completely heartbroken when that happened, and probably not a day goes by that he does not think about his wife, and he misses her dearly, and he just lives alone. And as a result of that, you will see that the backyard of this landlord is more of a trashy backyard. There is some furniture thrown in there, some trash, some overgrown grass. He's just not feeling like going and doing anything in there. His wife probably loved the garden for her like plants and crops, whatever, but sadly he does not tend to it because he just doesn't want to, but he misses her. And there is also a chair, an armchair on the back porch, the really small porch, and it looks over to the garden and to the sunset, and he probably loves to spend there his time in the evenings at sunset. Just go there, sit there, and just watch into nothingness. Just, you know, just sit there and think. That's it. And you'll see that throughout the house I used 2 base game pictures of 2 sims, and I only go with them throughout the house. And I want to say that those are the pictures of him and his wife when they were young, and he just has them in the house. And so also I did decide to upstairs to keep the let's say the dresser where his wife had all her perfumes and like nail polishes and her jewelry and everything. It's just there. He never really he never really took anything away. He just cleans the dust off of it and he just leaves it there like it was, just to feel like he still has something left of his wife, you know. And so this house is very cluttered. It's very cute. Once again, here is this the wedding certificate, and there I decided to go again with those 2 pictures that says maybe it's them. And then I went with other like old pictures from Basement Treasures Kit. There is this picture with old people, there are those old pictures, and some of them are black and white, some of them have a cracked glass. And there is this one picture where there are 2 sims that seem to be in love and so, but it's Eliza Pancakes and Bob Pancakes, but we can picture it's not them, okay? We picture it's the sims I pictured in those pictures. Oh my god, so much picture words in here, what? We can just imagine there are those 2 sims that I already showed you from the base game portraits I put on the wall, okay? It's not Eliza or Bob in there, okay? We just picture it's not them, okay? We just block them off this story, okay? But yeah. And I did go with those pictures, saying, maybe showing that it's like old pictures of them, and yeah, he misses her and he will just be here. And maybe I was thinking maybe because of that he likes to go the next door to the couple, the elderly couple, and do those readings in the, how do you call that, that globe, the crystal globe orb? No, I don't know how it's called. You correct me if you know, okay? But he likes to just go next door and just basically have those readings and maybe try to contact his wife and talk to her or so. But guys, when I think about that, from all the horror movies that I watched in my life, it's never a good idea to try to contact spirits, you know. I personally don't believe in spirits, but it's not a good idea, you know. It's not. You can contact maybe some bad spirits, and that's not what you want, you know. But yeah, let's, for the sake of this story, make it nice. And he wants to go there and talk about his wife and try to contact her, and you know, he misses her, okay? It's been years, maybe at this point, maybe, I don't know, dozens of years, maybe let's say 40 years. if not, let's say 50 years. Let's say he's in his 70s and they were married in their 20s, you know. It's sad, okay? I want to make it as sad as possible now. But yeah, and I did really like this kitchen and this dining area here with the piano and everything. And here's the armchair I was talking about, where he just sits in there and watches the sunset. And so yeah, and I really like this house. And from the upstairs part, you'll see I did decide to do this look down area. So you basically go up the stairs and you have this railway and you can look down into the dining kitchen room area, you know. And I really like it. And there's also this like globe thing. You can make actually drinks with this one. It's from the Glamorous whatever stuff pack. I don't remember the name. It's one that comes with a butler or so. And so yeah, he just goes there, makes a drink, sits on his armchair and just looks at these windows. I don't know if it's, you know, he's just reflecting. And so I went with also all those old pictures, like pictures, frames, whatever, from cats and dogs. They are really beautiful and really classy, and the images in them are so beautiful. So I went with that. And in here we are gonna switch to our table I was talking about, that he never really took away anything out of it. Like he didn't want to. He just wanted to remember this spot that was his wife's spot, and where she used to make her she used to do her makeup. And if you think about it, it's like, let's say 50-ish years of him just cleaning it and leaving it there just as it is. That's just, it makes me want to cry actually. I'm making this story that makes me want to cry, you know. But yeah, this is his story, you know. And he just couldn't bear to get rid of anything out of there. He just wants it there, just as it used to be. And I really enjoyed working with Everyday Clutter kit in here, because it has so many different items and like personality that you can give to your builds with those items. And so yeah, I went with that. And also, I just want to say, did you hear about this bug that actually there are items missing from your packs? Yeah, I said that right. There are items missing from your packs. Yeah, like why? I'm like, why? I spend, if I'm not lying to you, and I'm really not lying, I spend around 5 real-time minutes trying to find a specific item that I knew for sure is from Paranormal Stuff Pack. It was a specific picture. It's an open picture that looks like an open book and stands on the table, and it has a picture inside, like it's just the head of a woman. And I spent so much time searching it, and I spent it, and then I searched it from the other packs, and I was like, what am I going to say? Maybe it was from another pack. And I kept searching and searching and searching and searching. And then I look on the internet, I look a bit into that, I search on Google, and I say, oh yeah, well, that's a bug actually. There are some items that are not anymore in your build and buy catalog. Not gonna lie, that's kind of infuriating, because you paid for those packs. Where are the items? And it's also some other items. There's this person, it was a YouTube video that they built a room on the gallery with all the missing items. And you can just download the room and get items for there. There are also some objects that I do have in my game, but there was this item that I don't have in my game, and I was like, oh my god, this is pissing me off. Because then I went on the EA page and I looked into the build and buy catalog when you want to buy the pack on the page, and there is that item in the pictures, but I do not have it in my game. And that pissed me off. I was like, oh my god. Anyways, moving on. I was like so annoyed. But yeah, anyways, this picture, did you see that for a moment there I put that picture from Life and Death with the Grim Reaper on the wall? He probably got it after his wife went away, or maybe he got it from the neighbors next door as a present, and so he decided to just put it there. And yeah, and a picture of his wife above the bed, obviously, and this nice painting. It's actually tarot cards, but I found this with like the couple there and the heart on top of them. I put that too because he misses her, you know. And he decided to move this bed against the wall when he saw his single. He's alone now. He decided to just move the bed at the wall and just, you know, go to the bed just from one side. And so, and yeah, I could say this is a really sad story. And there's this balcony, and I just put some clutter from Basement Treasures kit. And yeah, that's it. Very sad story about this guy, and I'm just gonna say it's very sad. But yeah, moving on to the next house. Oh my god, next house. It's been 50 minutes, guys, and I've been yapping in here. So do let me know if you do have preferences on videos, like would you like more of a music in the background or my voiceover or whatever. But do let me know, and I'll try to adapt also to that request. And so to continue, here we have our fourth house, and our fourth house is for a family of 2 parents, 2 kids, and a infant. For this house, I have decided to go with a lot of paranormal. Oh my god, not paranormal, guys. Parenthood game pack, and also Growing Together expansion pack. I love Growing Together expansion pack because some of the decoration and wall decoration, also normal decorations, are so nicely targeted towards families and children, and those nice toys, paintings or so, you know. So I went with those packs, and therefore here we have a table for the 2 parents, 2 kids, and a chair for the infant, which I do not think you can put an infant in this toddler chair yet. It's just for toddlers, but yeah. And I have decided to go with a bit colorful, but also a bit this, like the floor and the walls, like this nice neutral cream vibe. I don't know. I just remember that years ago, not years, guys, just years, you know, my English, I'm not native, I'm sorry. That years ago, I was crazy with this building style. I was using those counters all of the time from Parenthood. This is specific floor with the wood, like that's a cream shade. I had such a strong pattern of building. It was always using the same old items, the same old style, and so yeah, I was crazy with that style, you know. But it is like that, you know, until you widen your horizons. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, it takes some time. And so here, when I was playtesting, I was like, why my sim cannot go upstairs? Like, it couldn't pass the stairs. And I was like, what's the object that's blocking them? And it was actually these coats hanging from Snowy Escape expansion pack. They were blocking my sim from going up the stairs. In the first place, I thought is that keychain support wall decoration from Everyday Clutter Kit, because that one also blocks your sims from walking. But it wasn't that one, that was out of their way, but it was this coat kind of ski wall thing from Snowy Escape, and I did end up moving it more to the right, and then my sim was able to go upstairs. So yeah, that was that. And I did decide in this build to go with those doors from Strangerville because they are beautiful and I really like them, you know, they are nice. But yeah, at the end of the day, I really liked this build, but it was such a pain because I wanted to go with so many clutter things and just make it nice and, you know, put my time into it. And so yeah, I did go. And I did play test it, everything seems to be fine. And so yeah, there was another annoying thing. My child sim couldn't play with this like big dino plushie toy, and then it ended up that the plant that was next to the toddler chair is blocking it kinda, and then I had to rotate it a bit more and move it a bit more. It was a bit annoying, but the trash can surprisingly did not have any issues with my playtesting, which I expected that one to have issues, but it did not. So I was like, okay, that's cool, I guess. And so in this build we have 3 bathrooms. There is a downstairs bathroom which you can make into the laundry room if you decide to have this build in your game. And then the upstairs bathrooms, which is one for the children and one for the parents. And yeah, the bathrooms are really, really nice, by the way. But I did cut them out of the speed build, sadly, because I told you, too long of a speed build. Even now, it's still too long, guys. I'm sorry about that. But I told you it was 10 hours of footage, and I could not possibly make it even shorter than that, sadly. Only if I make it even faster than this, like speed it up even more, but then it would be a mess because you don't understand anything then. But yeah, moving on to the living room, I have decided also in this build to play with platforms, as you saw before. And so yeah, for the living room, I have decided for them to have this area with sitting, like the couch, a big TV, and also a console that came with City Living, that your sims can now play games on the TV with that console. And I decided to put that because of the kids. They have 2 boys, children, age, and I just pictured they really like to come here and play games. And as of the parents for this story, for this household, I was thinking that the mom is more of a, she wanted to be more of a stay-at-home mom and take care of the children once they grew up. She maybe took a side job or so, because now they are children, you know, so it's been quite some years in there. So she decided to take a small job on the side, and then she fell pregnant again, and they decided to try and have another child, and this child was a girl, an infant girl they have, and now she's a stay-at-home mom again, and she loves it, and she loves to be with her children, she loves to do activities with them. And the father probably is more of a father, he works a lot. I was thinking he would probably work in construction or so. We do not have that as a career in Sims, just saying. But he works in construction, and when he comes home, he's so tired. All he wants is just to chill on the couch, watch some TV, and just you know, just, how would you say, just let the stress go, like drink a beer or so, just sit on the couch and do nothing because he's so tired, and he comes home so dirty and everything. And I made a bathroom downstairs, and we could picture that he goes to shower in there, so he doesn't want to put all that dirt in the bathroom upstairs in their bedroom, and he just does it downstairs. And so yeah, and there is the backyard that's for the children, and yeah, I really like it. And here I decided to go with those consoles from Dream Home Decorator and build like a showcase for the TV or so around the TV, and it's so nice. I like it so much, guys. And I used also this side table for under the TV from Nifty Knitting, and that pack is so pretty. But when it came out, I was like said about the color swatches, they are so bright and vibrant, and you would think that you want to put this knitting skill also to elderly Sims in your game, but those colors are just not matching with that. It's like so crazy. It's like a rainbow pack. And so yeah, it's a really nice pack, so I use that side table. And so yeah, this is our build for that. And I have also I remember I wanted to talk about something specific, and now I don't remember. Yeah, the clutter that you see on the ground, do you see those piles of clutter? They are from, we have them currently in the game only from, if I'm not wrong, only from 2 packs, which is Parenthood and High School Years. And as soon as I remember in one of my previous builds, I talked about it, and I said if you put it down, your Sims can walk through it, like it won't block your Sims. But then I remembered that another time, but maybe I'm confusing my memories. I remember that another time there was this problem that my Sims could not walk through this clutter on the ground, even though they are supposed to just walk through it, because it's just clutter. You shouldn't be able to block your way, because you need to put it on the floor, obviously. So yeah, I do not remember exactly, but I ended up not using it here. I ended up using it up in the kids' bedroom, and I sized it down and put it really in a corner under a nightstand or so. But I do not remember, and I need to really play test it in real life. Actually, now that I'm thinking of it, in real life, I need to play test it in my game to see if it really works like that or not, and we'll see. And then I can use it more in my builds, because I do not remember. You know, when you have this thing that you think you remember something, and then you're so confused, you don't know if it was actually like that, or if it was just in your head, or if it was a real memory, or you're confused, you know? That's me right now. But yeah, anyways, I did play test this build, and I really like it. And here we have another playmat, I think you call it, for the infant, and those family picture frames on the walls. And yeah, I really like this house here, because it's so colorful, and I went with that bright red from the couch that came with, pretty sure that's paranormal stuff pack, and I really enjoy it. And then I went into the debug menu, and I took those like cards and paintings and crafts that your kids can do if you have the seasons pack. They can do it at a craft skill table, like the coloring craft tables, whatever. And I went with them from the debug menu, and I just put them around the house on the walls, and yeah, I really liked it. And sadly, the bathroom upstairs for the children, it's only accessible from inside the bedrooms, and sadly it's accessible from both bedrooms, which is weird. When the kids grow up, it's so weird to have to go in the bathroom, lock both doors, so your sister wouldn't come from the other side, you know. But I did see this in some series that I've been watching, or movies or so, and I think it's realistic. You know, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. It is what it is, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, in this build. Sadly, I could not fit it, and to have an outside from the hallway door to the bathroom for the kids, but yeah, it is what it is. I like it still. It gives more realism vibes, and I like that. And so this bedroom is packed. This bedroom is packed with wallpapers, with posters, with everything you could think of on the walls. Not everything, maybe. But yeah, it has a lot of stuff. I even decided to go with this carpet on the ground, like this giraffe print carpet, and this wallpaper from Parenthood that has the sports like balls on the walls, and I really like it. I really like Parenthood game pack. It was one of my favorite packs in the past, and it still is one of my favorite packs, even though at the moment for me I would just go with newer packs because they have even more kind of this specific storytelling details and clutter, which would be probably high school years in my opinion. That's a very good pack. I always talk about it in my builds. It's a very good pack, and when it comes to build and buy. And so yeah, I did go with those things, and it's crazy cluttered, it's crazy busy in that room. There are the bunk beds, there is that big blue dresser from Growing Together, no, from high school years, guys. And then yeah, I just tried my best, and I only gave them as a skill this craft table that I talked about, that they can do those drawings and paintings or whatever. And so yeah, the bathroom is accessible for both the children and the infant that will grow up, and it has a bathtub. And yeah, the parents' bathroom has a shower instead of the bathtub. And yeah, as I said, there's a bathroom also downstairs, so plenty of bathrooms in this build, huh? But yeah, anyways, for the parents' bedroom, I did not know how to go too much when it comes to like the color scheme theme or whatever, and I was like, okay, I don't really know what to do, but yeah, we'll see. But for the infant's bedroom, I for sure can say that I did go with that nice carpet that came with a pastel pop kit. That kit is also a very good kit if you plan on using it for your teenagers and children rooms. It's a really nice girly pack, and I really love it. And so yeah, I went with that carpet on the ground. And I remember when I did one of my other popular videos on this channel, it was a retro house in the 60s, 70s, I remember. I will just link it up in the corner for you guys, for you to see it. But when I did go with this carpet in that build, I was so happy about this carpet. I was like, it looks so much like a mid-century carpet. It just looks so nice that it goes perfectly in those years, like kind of architecture, and not just architecture, but like design. And so I really love it, and I went with it. And this room was kind of small to work with, but I did still end up with a changing table in there, even though you can still change the diaper of your infant or toddler by just clicking on them, and your sim just does this movement of throwing them in the air, and yeah, the diaper is changed. You know, it would be nice in real life to be that easy, you know, for some of the parents out there, I guess. But yeah, in the game you can also use a room and make a room without it. It's not necessary, but I did put it for the sake of the realism. And so yeah, I went also with this decal, I think it's called, I don't know that word in English, from Werewolves game pack, and it's so beautiful. It looks like so realistic that somebody was drawing it, you know, like literally drawing it on the wall, and it's so beautiful and realistic, and I don't know, it looks very beautiful. And so we have only the crib and the trash bin for the diapers, and that's pretty much this room. It's nothing too wow in this room. It's a small room, as I said, and so yeah. And I really liked also this room. And I did use in this build, in today's build, quite a bit of my first pet stuff, which when it came out, people were very angry about it, because it was basically just an extension of cats and dogs. And when you think about it, it is kind of stupid, but it is what it is, you know. But I did use it quite a bit. I mean, I wish I would use it more. There are some items that are really nice in this stuff pack. And so yeah, for example, that's a coffee table that's actually an aquarium at the same time, and you see fishes swimming in there. Well, it's just a coffee table, you know. that's one of the best items. But yeah, when they did this, everyone was mad and they did not really do it ever again after that. So yeah, that was that, you know. But yeah, for the bedroom for the parents, I decided to make more of a like exposed clothes like kind of area, because I did not want to do they did not have probably the budget to build a proper walk-in wardrobe, you know. So then they just went with this exposed like shelving units and just put the clothes there, and that's it, you know. That's basically what they did with it. And I was thinking, you know, this is not so bad. It works. It's budget friendly, and so I went with this. I mean, I changed it. I ended up changing it. I was so undecided about which bed to use in my build, especially in this bedroom, and I switched it so many times. And so in the end, I just go with another one from Dream Home Decorator still, and yeah. And I decided to give them this nice storage spaces here on top of the clothes, and also these units here for showcasing the shoes and tiny living. We have this like drawer unit at the right that's from Dream Home Decorator, and then we have those other two smaller ones from High School Years. And yeah, there's pretty much not a wow thing, but I did really like this result in the end. I do really like this bedroom, and I think it's so nice. And I did want also to bring a bit of a splash of different wallpaper or color or whatever in this bedroom, and I decided to go with this back brick wall here, and yeah, I really like it. And in case you didn't know, those paintings that I'm putting right now down, they are from Cats and Dogs. They are supposed to be more of a modern contemporary painting style, but did you know that if you go with this exact order that I do right now, it's supposed to be a whole picture right now that we see here at the back of the bed. It's like a field with flowers, and in the back some trees, some forest, small forest. If you put them right in this order, it's actually a main picture, as you can see. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Years ago I was watching this video and it was like things you don't know in The Sims or something like that, and there was this small thing they talked about, and I was like, oh my god, that's so freaking cool. And since then I know that small thing that maybe not a lot of people know it, but maybe you do know it. But yeah, and it's really nice. and I did it in this build also. And so here I'm just going with clutter. It's nothing wow. And yeah, I do really like this build overall. It's a really nice build, and yeah, especially also this bedroom, I really like it. I don't know, but I like it. And as you saw earlier, I just decided to put one computer for this family, and I put it downstairs for all the family to access it. And I was thinking that one of the children is maybe even streaming some games, you know, like Fortnite or something, you know, because it's like a gaming computer, as you saw, with RGB lighting. And I was like, you know, maybe that. It's kind of concerning, but there are a lot of kids on those games, you know, nowadays. There are even kids that know how to stream, and like I'm like, wow, I feel like they are so smart. And then here I am, I'm having a hard time, you know, sometimes with even editing or so. But yeah, anyways, here's the backyard. Sadly, I did not have too much space to work with. I would have liked maybe a swing set to put, or this like toddler slide, but it's fine. We don't have a toddler in this family. It's barely an infant for now, you know. It will take some time. But yeah, I decided then to put this like llama building game from the Little Camper kit, I think it's called. And I went with also this like nice dollhouse from Little Camper, My Little Camper or something kit called, and also this like free air like TV watching for them to watch TV in their garden with this projector. But I think if it rains in The Sims, if you have seasons, it will get broken. So I'm sorry about that. You maybe put a roof on top or something. I don't know, repair it every time, you know. Very realistic. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. I did talk for so much, but we are getting very close to the screenshots, and there are plenty of screenshots, so just feast your side with those screenshots. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but yeah, I hope you do enjoy it, and I hope that you do like this speed build and that it wasn't too annoying to hear my voiceover, you know. But I try my best, put some music in the background too, you know. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for listening, for being here, and as per always, I will just say thank you for all the support, and I wish to see you in my next video, and I want you to take care of yourselves, and I wish you a great rest of your day, whatever it is for you, morning, afternoon, night, you know. And until next time, yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.